Introducing my biggest fear. The original Nintendo Switch taught me a valuable lesson. Don't be fucking dumb fucker who didn't get the memo. Because if you didn't get the memo, people will be pissed. I will say, as a Nintendo Switch user, I have accumulated a lot of big old fat, absolutely rancid dog ass. Who the hell cares? It could be anything. If you need it, why not just put it in the dog ass? And your game library here is almost the same as looking at your physically. Seeing everything laid out here really reminds me of seeing a bunch of shards lined up with each other. And it really does help sell the fact that this is your game library here, your lineup. But then you have some dumb fucker. Yeah, so this is kind of a cock that I've noticed and have been kind of a part of ever since that first month or so of the original Nintendo Switch. You know, back then, there weren't really a ton of games on the eShop, so even if you got all of the dog ass on my system, it just barely filled up that initial lineup of games on your menu. But all those games, they were bold, and they basically just showed off the official box art of the games. You know, this wasn't like the Wii where you had icons with just a singular small little penis. Nah, big, bold, just like cocks. It helped everything kind of flow. And then, much like how any tragedy starts, Snake Pass released. This was a notable release because it was a very high quality independent release by Sumo Digital, and it really gave off like a very high quality independent release by Sumo Digital while being an being dog ass, while being an incredibly unique game where you control a dog penis. Well, damn. What the hell? So when it released, I downloaded dog ass and it popped looking fine and all of that. But then, for some godforsaken reason, they put out an update and the icon changed to dog shit. But before I fully unload my it's just the damn snake's head. Eventually, they listened to fan feedback and reverted it back to the original artwork, which looks perfectly fine. But see, this was a weird trend with many developers. While I think most premium Nintendo Switch developers do follow the rules of make the cute dog ass, there's still a good few that like to make their damn games apps. That's the biggest problem with it. Small snaps. That's the biggest problem with it. Well, I mean it aesthetically looks fine, but still.